Let me ask you something important. Have you ever thought about what you would do if you suddenly felt intense pressure in your chest while you were completely alone at home? No family nearby, no neighbors in the room, just you and your body sending urgent signals. This situation is far more common than most people realize, especially after 60. Large European and American studies show that hundreds of thousands of older adults each year experience serious cardiac symptoms while alone. And here's the part that surprised even experienced cardiologists. A major study published in a leading European cardiology journal found that people who knew exactly what to do in the first 60 seconds had dramatically better outcomes, not because of luck, not because of strength, but because they stayed calm and followed the right steps. At the same time, researchers found that most adults over 60 do not know these steps. They freeze, they panic, or they do things that actually make the situation harder for their body. Today, I want to walk you through 7 doctor-approved actions that can support your body and buy critical time. If you ever face this situation alone, these are not myths. They are not internet tricks. They are strategies used and recommended by emergency medicine teams and heart specialists. And I want to be very clear about one thing. This information does not replace emergency care. It helps you stay stable until help arrives. Before we begin, take a moment and tell us in the comments, how old are you and where are you watching from? We read every comment. Now let's begin. Number 7. Create your emergency communication system. This is where preparation saves lives. During a cardiac emergency, the brain can become confused very quickly, not because of fear, but because oxygen delivery changes. Studies show that many people cannot clearly remember their address or explain where they are during an emergency call. So we prepare before anything ever happens. Here's what I recommend as a physician. Take a bright-colored card. Yellow or red works best. Write clearly your full address, apartment or unit number, any entry codes, your phone number. Tape this card next to every phone in your home. Not in a drawer, not in your wallet, right next to the phone. Next, program emergency services into a speed dial number 1. On every phone. Yes, dialing 3 numbers sounds easy, but shaky hands and stress change everything. 1 button is better than 3. Now about mobile phones. Keep your phone charged and within arm's reach, especially at night. Many serious cardiac symptoms begin during sleep or late evening hours, when phones are often left charging in another room. If you live alone, I strongly recommend a medical alert device. And this is important. Wear it all the time, even in the shower and while sleeping. Many people own these devices but are not wearing them when they need them most. If possible, let one trusted neighbor know about your health history. Give them a spare key. This isn't about fear, it's about smart preparation. Now let's move to something you can do with your own body. Dr. Sue. Number 6. The controlled cough technique, when used correctly. You may have heard different opinions about this, so let me be very precise and clear. This technique is not for every situation, and it is not a replacement for emergency care. However, research shows that when used early and correctly, it can help maintain circulation for a short time. This is only for moments when you are still conscious. Symptoms have just started. Help is already being contacted. Here's how doctors teach it. At the very first warning signs. Before weakness sets in. 1. Take a deep breath, filling your lungs. 2. Then cough and strongly and deeply. From the chest. 3. Repeat this rhythmically, about once every 2 seconds. Breathe deeply. Cough forcefully, again and again. What does this do? Each deep breath brings oxygen in. Each strong cough creates pressure that helps move blood temporarily. Think of it as supporting circulation, not fixing the problem. Important notes. Stop if you feel dizzy or weak. Never delay calling for help. This only helps in very early moments. Doctors emphasize that this technique works best when people have learned it in advance. Not during panic. That's why we're talking about it now. Number 5. The aspirin method. Most people get wrong. Almost everyone has heard that aspirin can help during a heart emergency, but very few people are told how to take it correctly, and how you take it can make a real difference. Let me explain this simply. During many cardiac events, the problem begins with a blood clot forming in a coronary artery. Aspirin helps by reducing how sticky your blood is, which can slow clot growth. Large international studies have shown that early aspirin use improves outcomes. But timing and method matter. Here is the doctor-recommended approach. If you are not allergic to aspirin, and your doctor has not told you to avoid it, use regular aspirin, 325 milligrams, or 4 baby aspirins, 81 milligrams each. Now the most important part, chew it. Do not swallow it whole. Chewing allows the medication to absorb through the lining of your mouth, which is much faster than waiting for digestion. Studies comparing chewed versus swallowed aspirin found that chewed aspirin entered the bloodstream significantly faster. When heart tissue is under stress, minutes matter. Keep non-coated aspirin in multiple locations: bedroom, living room, kitchen, car, wallet, or purse. Check expiration dates twice a year. Replace old tablets. Potency matters. If you already take daily low-dose aspirin, you can still take a full emergency dose during symptoms, unless your doctor has told you otherwise. Now let's talk about something most people never consider. Number 4. Your body position can help or hurt. What you do with your body during a heart emergency matters more than people realize. Many instinctively lie flat or pace the room. Both can make symptoms worse. Doctors recommend a semi-upright position. Here's how to do it safely. Sit back at about a 45-degree angle. Use a couch, bed, or wall for support. Bend your knees slightly. Keep your feet supported. This position helps in several ways. It reduces strain on the heart. It improves breathing efficiency. It lowers the risk of fluid backing up into the lungs. If dizziness increases or you feel faint, slowly lower yourself to the floor. Do not collapse. Once on the ground, turn onto your side, not flat on your back. This side-lying recovery position helps keep your airway clear if nausea or vomiting occurs. Loosen tight clothing immediately. Undo belts. Open collars. Remove scarves or ties. Small changes can improve oxygen delivery more than you'd expect. Also, keep the room cool and ventilated. Overheating increases cardiac workload. Now let's move to something that directly supports your nervous system. Sector number 3. Controlled breathing that protects the heart. When symptoms begin, the body naturally wants to panic. Breathing becomes fast and shallow. Unfortunately, this reduces oxygen efficiency and increases stress on the heart. Doctors teach a simple breathing method that helps counter this. It's called paced diaphragmatic breathing. Here's exactly how to do it. 1. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. 2. Hold gently for 4 seconds. 3. Exhale slowly through pursed lips for 6 seconds. The longer exhale is important. It activates the calming branch of your nervous system, which helps lower heart rate and blood pressure. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Your belly should move more than your chest. If your chest is rising sharply, slow down. This breathing improves oxygen exchange, reduces heart workload, helps prevent dangerous artery spasms. Patients trained in this technique ahead of time are far more likely to use it effectively during an emergency. That's why practicing it now, when calm is so important, count out loud if possible. It keeps rhythm and lets emergency operators know you're conscious. Now we move to a step that saves time, sometimes minutes. Number 2. Unlock your door and signal for help. This step is simple, but incredibly powerful. Emergency teams often arrive quickly, but lose precious time trying to get inside. The moment symptoms begin, before weakness sets in, unlock your front door. If possible, open it slightly. Why this matters? Studies show that many people lose strength and coordination within just a few minutes of symptom onset. Once you're on the floor, unlocking the door may be impossible. Other smart steps if you're able. Turn on lights in your home. Call building security or a front desk if you live in an apartment. Place visible medical information near the entrance. Some people install key lock boxes registered with local emergency services. This alone can save several minutes. If you have a whistle or alert button, use it. This isn't about panic. It's about removing obstacles before they exist. Now we come to the most important point of all. Number 1. The nitroglycerin protocol that saves lives. Now we come to the most important action on this list. This is the step that cardiologists consider life-saving when used correctly. And it has nothing to do with strength, speed, or luck. It's about knowing the protocol before you need it. Nitroglycerin. If you have been prescribed nitroglycerin by your doctor, you should treat it like emergency equipment, not just medication. Nitroglycerin works by relaxing and widening blood vessels. This reduces the workload on your heart and improves blood flow through partially blocked arteries. When used early and correctly, it can significantly reduce heart muscle damage. Large clinical studies show lower death rates, smaller infarct size, better recovery outcomes. But here's the issue. Most people who have nitroglycerin don't use it correctly during an emergency. So let's go through the exact medical protocol. How to use nitroglycerin correctly at the very first sign of heart attack symptoms: chest pressure, pain spreading to arm, jaw, or back, shortness of breath, sudden weakness or nausea. Sit down immediately. Never take nitroglycerin while standing. It can lower blood pressure quickly and cause sudden fainting. Once seated, 1. Place 1 tablet under your tongue. 2. Do not chew or swallow. 3. Let it dissolve completely. You may feel tingling, warmth, a mild headache. That's normal. It means it's working. Now wait 5 minutes. If symptoms improve significantly, stay seated and wait for help. If symptoms do not improve, take a second tablet. Wait another 5 minutes. If still not improving, take a third tablet. Call emergency services immediately if you haven't already. Never take more than 3 tablets in 15 minutes. This protocol is taught in cardiology units worldwide. Patients who follow it correctly have dramatically better outcomes. Thus, critical safety rule. Listen carefully. If you take erectile dysfunction medications, such as sildenafil or tadalafil, do not take nitroglycerin within 24-48 hours. The combination can cause a dangerous drop in blood pressure. This is not optional advice. Always keep a medication list in your wallet or near your phone so emergency teams know what you've taken. Storage matters more than you think. Nitroglycerin loses potency easily. To keep it effective, store in my original amber glass bottle. Protect from heat, light, and air. Replace every 6 months. Even if unused, write the open date on the bottle. Fresh nitroglycerin often causes a mild headache. If it doesn't, it may no longer be effective. Keep bottles in multiple locations: bedroom, living room, kitchen. Car emergencies don't wait for convenience. One final medical combination that matters. If you are not allergic to aspirin, chew aspirin before or alongside nitroglycerin. This combination reduces clot progression, improves blood flow, enhances survival odds. Hospitals use this approach routinely. Why preparation saves lives. Let me say this clearly as a doctor. Heart emergencies are not won by bravery, they are won by preparation. People who survive aren't stronger, they are informed. They know what symptoms mean, what steps to take, what not to do. They don't freeze, they follow a plan. What you should do. Today, not later. I strongly recommend practice the breathing technique daily. Check your aspirin and nitroglycerin monthly. Place emergency cards near phones. Unlock door protocol. Remember it. Share this information with loved ones. Print these steps if needed. When oxygen drops, memory fades fast. Written reminders save lives. Final doctor's message. If you ever face a heart emergency alone, you are not powerless. The first few minutes matter more than anything that happens later. These steps don't replace medical care. They buy time until help arrives. And time is heart muscle. Time is brain function. Time is life. Doctor's curse. Call to action. Calm and trust building. If this video taught you something new, please like it so more people can see it. Share it with anyone over 60. This information saves lives. And subscribe for more doctor-guided, science-based senior health advice. Now I want to hear from you. Have you or someone you love ever faced a heart emergency alone? What's one thing you wish you had known sooner? Write it in the comments. Your experience may protect someone else. Take care of your heart, and thank you for watching.